I don't know what's going on, but did it lag for y'all? Like, what is going on?
Hey man, this song
What's up,
always do something to me, man. This song always do something to me, my guy.
man? What's
I
up,
love
man?
this
How
song.
everybody doing, man? What it do? What it do? Let us know you here. Make sure you drop a
What it
like, a
do? What it
comment,
do? What it do?
share. You know what I'm
How
saying? It's us
how everybody
again.
doing? What y'all was
Back
sipping
real
on this
soon.
weekend, man? Hey man,
You
what
said
y'all was
what?
sipping on this weekend? I know everybody had a nice weekend. I hope everybody had a nice weekend. What y'all was sipping on all weekend?
Cream Coke.
Crown and Coke.
She love
Hmm.
that Crown and
Oh
Coke.
man, hey, that's that grown man drink right there. Put a little hair on your
Oh,
chest, huh? That
Hey,
shit be
man,
so funny.
I think I had water. I think I had a beer this weekend. I had a Stella Artois. That's probably about it.
Mr. Everclear had water.
Man,
You
that's
said
all
what
he
now?
had was water.
I said Mr.
Will,
Everclear had water.
yes,
Hey,
like
man.
Mister
What?
Listener Bill, Mister Listener
Hey,
Bill. You
I
had
got
water,
I
bro.
got a
That's not
little
like you. You wasn't feeling good
I
this
got a
weekend, man.
little
That's definitely not
Japanese
like you.
whiskey right here for you. That's it.
Japanese whiskey. What's the what that taste like? What's the
It's
flavor
good, man.
profile on that Japanese whiskey?
It's it's light, it's smooth, it's not too heavy, you know what I'm saying? But like you get out the 2 cups, you can feel it.
What's the name of it?
Toki.
Okay, okay. Hey, everybody,
On a Monday
y'all
night is
see that way?
crazy.
What you say, pokey?
Toki.
Everybody, Koki with a C.
T.
Tea.
Toki. Oh shit. Okay, okay, Toki. Hey, everybody, if y'all in here, y'all go ahead, drop a like and drop a share, man. My boy Will over there drinking on some Toki, man. I can't even say nothing, bro, because I ain't got shit but a Mountain Dew, my dog.
It's some
I'm
lemonade.
just,
It's some lemonade. It's some lemonade. But the
hey man, I need
conversation
some
came
lemonade in my
about because
life.
he asked what y'all drink this weekend, and I told him I ain't had nothing but some water and beer. One
Speaking
beer.
of that, what y'all was drinking this weekend? Everybody who up in here, I know it's only a few people up in here, but what was y'all sipping on this weekend, man? Go and drop it up in the likes. I mean, in the comment section, you know. Dun,
Let us
dun,
know,
dun,
man.
dun,
Let
dun,
us
dun.
know.
So, my God, I know. I saw you had a little post earlier on Facebook, man. A little share. You shared something with your 2 cents on it. So, I mean, I don't want to read the
Yeah, man.
whole post, but let us hear
Man,
you out on
listen.
your situation.
Yeah, so all right, so here's the thing, man. So apparently it's an anonymous thing that came from this dude Michael Turner that he shared. Basically, he was saying that this lady, she's been married to her husband for about 5 years. They got a 17-year-old son. They got a D on his report card. He got his progress report and he's doing well. He has a B now. But if she invited, well, they went to a game, the Auburn and Alabama game, but the son wasn't able to go because he got a D on his report card. So
He
with that
said,
being said, the mom was a little upset by it because she's like, why he couldn't go, but the friend end up going or whatever. Long story short, the mom was like, she was a little sad behind it. And she wants to know, is she wrong because he did improve? He got a B in his on his progress report, but he didn't let him go. So what's your thoughts, man? And honestly, my opinion, I feel like the dad was right. Like I wouldn't have let
man,
him go. Like your progress report ain't gonna show up on your report card. Like that's just
I'm
to show where you are in the class at that current moment. So with that
man,
being said, I agree with the dad. Nah, man, like just because you got to be on your progress report, nah, because that's not what's gonna reflect your report card. And your
man,
report card, the
but
average
progress
grade
reports
is
is
for average.
supposed to be what you progress reports is
You said what?
supposed to be what you're making though. Like it's supposed to be like it's pretty much like a evaluation, like a mid year evaluation at work. Like if you've been slacking off at work, your mid year evaluation gonna show up, and it's gonna say that in your mid year evaluation. It's gonna tell you either need to get better or stay the same, or
Yeah.
you are a shitty fucking worker. And that's what, excuse my language, but that's what report cards are for. Report cards and progress reports are for, because you need to see their progress. You need to see that they actually give a fuck. Like that's where I come. That's where I get that from, because I feel like you actually, like, you see that they actually give a fuck if they actually making the progress. Whether it's like they had a D and they got a C, there's still progress. Like some folks just don't get it. But the fact that if they can get it enough to try to raise their grade or at least give an effort to it, I feel like it should be somehow rewarded. Maybe not the same thing. Going to the game and missing out on the game. I don't think. I think that game was a little bit too big of a deal, to be honest, because it's a football game.
Listen, you don't deserve nothing. You deserve a congratulations.
It's just a football game, bro.
You deserve a congratulations. I need this. I continue to do great. Like I see you excelling. I'm gonna acknowledge you, and yes, you should acknowledge when your kids do well, when they've gotten better. But what I'm saying,
y'all come in and let us know what y'all think on this situation.
Right, man. What I'm saying is that regardless, that's a progress report. Yes, you got a good grade on your progress report. Congratulations. Let's continue to do well. Now, once you do well on this report card, which is going to average out the 2 grades of your first semester and your first 9 weeks and your second 9 weeks, or however they do it, and combine it to make one semester grade, are you gonna see that progress report on
bro?
There?
It's hard. You know how hard it is to bring that shit up, bro. You remember bro? I remember times where like I bullshitted in school. I bullshitted in the first half of school because a nigga you smart. You know the shit, but you bullshit and you probably get a little low C or some shit. Then you see that first report card. You see that first report card, you be like, man, what the fuck was I doing, dog? What the fuck was I doing? Then you get right. You get right real fast. When you get right, bro, you getting right because you know your mama gonna whoop your ass.
I would let him go. I would let him go because if it's a report card, the first, semester, and so that's already fine. What's happened? It's the first. The report card is like the semester, so the progress report is saying like, okay, they see that they need to get better, and they did better. So why not reward him in general, not just for a football game, but he's doing better in school. So why not reward him doing better? I feel like that would make him want to keep doing better just for seeing that he's doing better, got him something. I would let him go.
I agree with that, man. I feel like you said, like I feel like you have to reward the progress. You have to reward the progress because you got to know that a person give a fuck. Like if I bring my report, imagine you bring your report card home. You bring you home, you got a D. You know your mama know you can get at least a B. Your mama know you can get at least a B. She know your brain. You get a D, you bring that D home. Okay, cool, man. You know I was just bullshitting. Whatever the fuck excuse you give your mama, you come back with the progress report and you raise it up to a C plus, maybe a low B. When you raise that shit up, you deserve something. Like I ain't saying you deserve a reward or to get off punishment or to like your mama to be like, fuck it, you back to normal. No, you don't deserve that, but you do deserve like some form of gesture that'll let you know I give a fuck. I see you. I see you watching.
A D
said what?
A B to B is hard for some.
It's hard as fuck.
So I feel like you should reward that little boy.
It's hard as fuck, man. If you can do it. Bro,
but
I understand we was raised hard, bro, but you ain't got to be hard on him, bro.
He showed progress. That means from the grade he got, he showed better.
But I ain't got no kids, though.
From that time to then, but how many of us know that we've got a progress report and we've seen people drop from their progress report grade?
But that's when you slack, though. That's when you slack. You see that progress report, but that's the art. That's the art of learning, though, bro. You have to. Hold on. Say
that again. You said that's the art of what? Learning.
That's
right?
the art of learning.
So with
you have to see. You have to see once you make progress, you can't slack. Because if you slack, the progress goes down. You're not gonna maintain your progress.
No, I'm gonna stop it right then and there. I'm going to tell you that, yes, you got your progress report card. That's totally fine. I'm going to praise you for doing well on your progress report card. That's right. But you didn't get a D on your progress report card from what I seen. You got a D on your report card. Your report card is
niggas that made D's in high school, bro. Niggas that made D's in high school. Them niggas doing great right now.
But
I ain't gonna even lie to you.
Yeah, but Jay, I don't care what nobody say, bro. That D averages out. When you take those two grades for the semester, that True. D averages out. If you don't make an A or a B or A or higher, well, B or higher, you're gonna average out to about a C. Like that's the reality of it. Like that's what I'm trying to. And so we okay with being average and mediocre. Like that's what we got to teach our kids. That's all I'm saying. Like don't be just okay with just
being average and mediocre. We ain't okay with average and mediocre.
That's just the mindset I got. That's the mindset I
just feel like. I mean, I respect it, bro. Like I say, I ain't got no kids, bro, and I learn from y'all. I learn from everybody else. I learn from what y'all say y'all go through with the situations y'all go through, y'all kids. By the time I have kids, I probably still won't know what the fuck I'm gonna do, or what's, I probably still ain't gonna know what the fuck I'm gonna do, but I'm learning from y'all. But I still feel like that goes with every step of life. Like you have to give some form of praise for, like, sure, you don't want to award a fish for swimming. Like that's shit you supposed to do.
Right.
But at the same time, like you still have to, like, the fact that what if you couldn't swim that well? You couldn't swim that well. But you you made progress to learn to do different tricks in the pool, or different tricks in the pond, or how to go hunt on your own or some shit. It's progress, bro. You got to reward that progress. I see you, young buck. I see you, but keep going.
I mean, and that's what I'm saying. That's verbal. I'm not saying like do not reward it. Know what I'm saying? But verbally, hey, I see you. I acknowledge you. I see that you're doing great. But still, what I'm saying is that if we reward, if we continue, that's almost just like giving a participation award. Like you just tried your damn best. What the hell? Like, nah, we gotta give.
You gotta understand how many people. You gotta understand how many people. This is kids and adults. How many people truly do not give a fuck? Like, it's a great amount of people who don't give a fuck. And the fact that you got a child that gives a fuck enough to try, some kids just can't change their mind.
Us not giving a fuck is us sitting right here, continue to get fucked over because none of us are aware of what the fuck is going on around us.
Bro, we gonna get fucked over regardless.
We too caught up. We too caught up. And if you said what now?
They gonna fuck us over regardless, bro. They just how to cook the crumble for us.
Man, listen, they can fuck us
we
over.
Niggas, bro. We niggas, bro. Everybody get put
above. What I'm saying is, bro, like, and yeah, we can go into detail about it. We can have a whole conversation. No. I mean, people have had the conversation before. Like, there's a ton of things that we can do, honestly, bro. But honestly, it's gonna start with educating each other. And like, we as a black community do not take education as serious as we used to. We are okay with the bare fucking minimum, and we're okay with accepting the bare minimum from around. I'm not saying just from our kids, but I'm talking about just from the school system, from our society, from the community around it. Like, bro, come on.
I think a lot of that. I think a lot of that is not also.
People don't make these. I understand people make these. I understand that everybody's not gonna be a straight A student. That's understandable. But what I'm saying is that we gotta get in the habit of pushing our kids to make sure that they're doing their best. Yes, mental health matters. I'm not saying that you shouldn't be out here, concerned about the mental health of your child as well. But at the same time, it's other races that's out here that's making sure that their kids are advancing, making sure that their kids are not taking care, are not accepting the bare minimum. But we're okay with doing it. We're gonna reward our kid just for a small progress report. Like,
bro,
get the hell out of here, man.
Just us. It's not just us, though, bro. It's not just us.
That's right.
It's not just everybody. I think it's deeper than what we think it is. I think it's deeper than what we think it is. I think social media also plays a role in it. I think, like, social media, I'm a firm believer.
I'm talking about my people right now. My people.
Still, bro, I feel like social media plays a role with it, though, because social media is like, you see how easy it is for people to not, like, give a fuck about education and how they make it in life, or how they just, I ain't gonna say make it in life. They get to a point where, like, they don't really need education. They learn the basics and they don't really need education. And I think the fact that the younger generation is seeing that, I think that aids into the idea is like, shit, bro, like, I don't need this shit for real, man. All I gotta do is be real good at one thing. But there's life
street sense nowadays. Like, where is the street sense at? They ain't even got that.
Bro, it's a lot. Like, it's a lot of people. It's a lot of smart. It's a lot of smart people who don't have street sense, though, bro. It's a lot of smart people who do not have street sense. Lots.
Well, that's why I said book and street sense. People,
it's niggas that don't have a lick of common sense.
Have either one or both.
But it's, I mean, I don't know, bro. I feel like you don't need one or both to. I feel like you need one, at least one, to be successful. But I don't think you need both. I think you need at least one. But I definitely think you need some fucking common sense included. So you definitely you need two, and common sense is mandatory.
Common sense comes from book sense and street sense. I don't care what nobody say. That's where it comes from. So that's why I say,
man. Sometimes, man. Sometimes,
where do
bro,
you
because
think
some folks just
common
stupid,
sense
bro.
is moral sense? Moral sense comes from what we learn that goes on around us,
bro. When
that's
was the
common
last?
sense.
Bro, when was the last time you worked into how long has it been have you worked like a real civilian job, like out in the open, like every day mingling with hundreds of people every day? When was the last time you worked a job like that?
I do that now.
I'm talking like not okay, I'm like at a store or like at not a school, like because you more so go to schools, correct?
I mean, school,
like, I'm trying to put
yeah, I mean,
I'm trying. Okay, so not in like an educated in an educated world. Like even if you work fast food or like police officer, and like people who work jobs.
You saying in a professional sense, like when
in a professional sense, but not like at a school. Yeah, so just not in like that form.
Yeah, just 2 years ago when I had a little part-time job, I started working at a gas station as a part-time job. Like
that's a perfect example. So you telling me when you was working at that gas station, bro, you mean to tell me you did not cross nobody who just did not have common book or street sense?
I can't say that because I didn't talk to anybody long enough to even say so.
Understood. I understand that. If you don't have a conversation,
I had a conversation, but I can't prejudge I couldn't judge anybody based off of the length that I talked to them. Like, I mean, like, true enough, there were people that I worked with that I probably was like, this motherfucker is stuck in their ways or they crazy or something like that. But I mean, like,
man, look, I'm talking to people. I need to know how you think. Because if some shit go down, if I'm next to you and some shit go down, I need to know how you think. I need to know where your mind is, bro. Like, I gotta know where your mind is. Because you ain't finna be next to me and one of them niggas who probably gonna go with the flow and go, fuck some shit up with them, No, I'm away from this type of shit, my dog.
All I'm saying is that, and this is a question posed to everybody. Does a report card or does a progress report matter when it comes to rewarding your kids? Like, do you need to see a progress report or a report card in order to say, hey, you reward this kid? Now, like I said, praises is I definitely agree with that. I think that you should always give praises, even throughout the time. Like, even when that person's doing bad, like, hey, you got a D. I see you did good in these other classes. That's great. You know what I'm saying? Let's try to find out what's going on. Now, the conversation may not go that way. There may be some other stuff involved in it, but you still gonna try to motivate them in the way. But what I'm saying is that going to a damn game, that's too much.
What's wrong with a game? It's a game. It's a football game. You ain't gonna get no ass.
You don't deserve it luxury. I'm finna go to the game. I'm spending money on you. I'm finna take you to the game.
You enjoying that shit too? That's great father-son moment. What?
Man, we got other father-son moments to enjoy. We got other father-son moments.
But you never know if that's gonna be a defining moment in y'all father-son relationship, man. Hey,
if me being hard on you about your grades is a moment where you feel
it can
like
be both
you don't
ways.
Love me, huh?
It could be both ways. It can go both ways. It can go like it can define y'all.
If me explaining to you that your grades are important and you're not going to this game because you got a D on your report card and just because you got a B on your progress report, I'm not gonna take you. If that's gonna sever our relationship, honestly, we need to have a conversation about what's priorities. Because this is me just looking out for you, wanting the best for you. And if that's gonna sever a relationship between me and my son, nah, man, that ain't right. We need to talk about our priorities. We need to talk about needs and wants again. We need to go back to the basics. Speaking of needs and wants, you said what, Tam?
I said it depends. Well, some kids take stuff. Some kids take stuff and they they internalize it forever. So it depends on the kid.
I mean, and that's important too. But that's why I said like praising throughout the time. I'm not trying to make up an excuse for everything, but like it is important to make sure like you praising your child even when you know like they doing bad. Like acknowledge the good that they do too. Like you know, like tell them like I see that you trying to do this, but hey, like I just want you to know I acknowledge this as well. Like let's try to work at this. Let's try to fix this. Let's try to make sure we can find out what's going on. How we gonna change this or whatever. Being okay with the status quo, which is what the real topic is about today. Like honestly, like the clicking, is your clock ticking? You know, like that's the real question. Jay, you finally back with us, man.
Yeah, man. I don't know what the fuck happened.
You came back at a good time because I was just talking about how we sitting up here being okay with average, and what the real topic about it is the real topic tonight is relationship timelines and what's going on with Deion Sanders.
Even in life, everything is average nowadays, man. Nothing just stands out.
Turn yourself up,
that's why. Prime time. You know, we was talking about Deion Sanders. You know, earlier we was talking about Deion Sanders and how what they was engaged for. I mean, together for 11 years and then engaged for another four after the engagement. Everybody in the live right now, everybody drop a comment, man. Let us know how you think about that. What you think about that, man? Because I feel like this I really feel like this a shitty situation. I gotta side with the women on that one, man. I gotta side with the women on that one. Or the people who agree with the woman having an issue with that. Because for one, bro, y'all wasting each other time. If you want somebody for 11 years and then engaged for another 4, what the fuck is the holdup? It's nothing. If every time y'all plan a date and the date keep getting changed, then it's a sign that after all that time, that's a sign that it's not meant to be. Or y'all should just hang this shit the fuck up. At some point, you gotta just be like, bro, enough is enough. And I'm kind of glad she did. Like, this enough is enough. But I kind of hate it for Deion Sanders because everybody's leaving his life right now, man. Hella transfer. His wife ended the transfer.
That's his fault. You don't drag somebody along for 15 years. You don't do nothing like it.
I mean,
no.
15 years is a long time. That is a long time. I will admit that. But
they playing hard.
But at the same time, why did it take you 15 years? What all of a sudden made you snap at 15?
I don't know why she waited so long.
Shit. He got so much shit going on, man. From the media to the nigga losing his toes. Hey, man. If you can't joke about your issues, never mind. I'm not gonna joke about it.
She ain't wrong. She should have been left.
I don't think she's wrong though, bro. I just think she probably waited.
Should have been left.
I definitely don't think she's wrong.
It depends, man. I definitely feel like she waited a long ass time. Like you could have definitely.
If y'all were girls,
definitely.
If y'all were girls, who the longest you would be with a guy who you're serious with before expecting him to propose? Like, put yourself in a girl's shoes. What's the longest you'll wait for a guy to propose if y'all been together serious for a while?
Man, that's a tricky question because that's a super tricky question. As guys,
I mean, just a minimum.
Like huh?
What's like the minimum time? It's like if you were a girl, if you was in a girl's shoes, what's the minimum time you would be with somebody before you'd be like, all right, you wasting my time?
It's a tricky one because it's hard to think.
It's not that tricky.
It is. It's hard to think like a woman because there's a guy in this situation. You thinking like, man, bro, like even me, but me personally, I feel like it is. At some point, you wasting each other's time, though. Honestly, like. After so long, living together, got kids together, you really wasting each other fucking time. Especially if you know there's some shit she want. Like, what the fuck is you gonna do?
So Tam, what's your limit?
I don't know. Okay,
Would you do
I
it?
feel like my limit would be 4 or 5 years before. 4 to 5 years.
Why is that your limit?
Because I feel like if we at this time, especially at my age, I'm moving into my adulthood of handling business or whatever. And most people who are together like that, they start doing stuff together. I feel like if we start doing stuff together, if you think about buying a house together, you think about doing all this together, why are we not prioritizing it becoming ours by getting married? Why can you see yourself buying a house with me, but you can't see yourself marrying me? Why can you see yourself doing all this other stuff with me, but you can't marry me, which is the same thing as like it comes with being married. But I say 5 years because you can be with me, and I really want to see how they act when bad stuff happens. Like when something happens and you react a certain way, if I don't like it, I'm gonna leave.
Do something bad in 5 years.
It's gonna happen.
Wait until something bad happens?
No, I said 5 years. I was with somebody for 2 years, and I thought she was cool until something happened, and it was like, oh, I'm gonna add a little bit more time to that. I'm not in no rush to get married because I know marriage is permanent and it's serious. So I'm not gonna rush into it, but I also not gonna wait 11 years. It definitely is, but if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it for real.
I'm just bullshitting to the married man in the room. I'm just bullshitting, my dog.
Hey, listen. I mean, honestly, in this,
I want to be married.
I waited 7 years, and people gonna disagree with that. You know what I'm saying? Me and my wife together 7 years before I officially, huh?
You did it though.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like, and it was partially my fault, you know what I'm saying? But like, she had to sit down and have the conversation with me because, like, I mean, in my mind, since I was just thinking, like, dang, am I ready? Like, am I ready to be her husband? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you put yourself in that sense, like, are you ready to really like be there for somebody that entire time? And you do got to ask yourself those questions. Like, I mean, because your lifestyle does change. Both of your lifestyle changes. But I mean, in the man sense, I'm just speaking from my sense, like your lifestyle does definitely change. You know what I'm saying? So
how
like with that being,
I think about that all.
Huh?
How old were y'all when y'all started dating?
We were in college when we started dating.
So I don't feel like 7 years is that bad because I feel like it's a such thing as being, you could be young to get married. So if y'all was like 18, 19, 20, he just like 28, that's not no bad thing. I feel like people equate being married to like, I gotta be married by 25, so I'm gonna marry the next person I see. Versus you building with somebody. I'm not trying to get married at 25 because I want to get. It's not like I want to get married to somebody who I want to be with. But 7 years for y'all age, that's not bad. I don't feel like we was 30.
So age right now, Tim, you saying 5 years?
She got a fat Addy. If she a baddie,
yeah, 5 years.
Addy, I'm marrying her. I'm gonna go to
Jay.
Vegas.
Jay, right now, Jay. You find that girl right now, Jay. And y'all like each other. Like, what's your time limit?
Really, I don't feel like I have a time limit. Honestly, I'm the type of motherfucker. I'll move you in tomorrow. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I don't want you to up under me the whole time, but I'll move you in tomorrow, baby. Come on. Might as well.
So
at 25. 25. Well, I'm finna be 25. I feel like I would give somebody. I'm not in no rush. I'm not in a rush to get married. I'm really not in a rush. So you see how sour relationships can go. So I'm really not rushing to get into stuff that I gotta get myself out of with court. I'm not rushing.
I like dating.
But but honestly, that
I like.
Oh, go ahead. What you was saying, Jay?
Things. I said I like dating. I like learning new things, new people. I like learning what I don't like and what I like in people. Because like dating, you very much discover fast what you do not like in people, like characteristics you cannot stand within your next partner, or characteristics you have to have within your next partner. And like dating is like going to the grocery store and trying to find the very perfect apple or the very perfect pineapple, not the upside down pineapple, just the normal pineapple. That pineapple there, when you cut into it, all the juice is gonna fall out up on on the counter or the cutting board, man. You know, dating is just like a pineapple, bro. Like going shopping for a perfect pineapple.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, bro. That's what I love, because you get to discover, because this pineapple here might be a little too wild or too greasy or some shit. Like she might be a little too dark skinned for you. I love dark skinned women, but you know, she might be a little too dark skinned. She might be a little too light skinned.
So all of
her personality.
I'm saying, I can understand Tam's point of view. Like I like 4 or 5 years, I can understand that. But I mean, like, honestly, anything past, and I'm just being honest, anything past 8 years is really too much. The reason I say 8 is because,
I said it's crazy.
So are you?
Anything above 8 is crazy.
The reason I say that is because, well, yeah, anything above 8 is crazy. The reason I say it is because, like, honestly, think about how we change within 2 years. And then think about how we changed within 5 years. You get what I'm saying? Like, drastically changed within 5 years. Now, true enough, I'm not saying you should go up to 8 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's probably reaching it. And I'm just kind of saying that just based off of my limit. But, like, honestly, 8 years would really be pushing it. But, like, that within 8 years, if you don't find out that this person is that person, come on, bro. You are stringing it out. Or, ma'am, you're stringing it out.
I feel like you should ask. I feel like we should ask. You should ask.
It should be a start.
I feel like, do you want to be married? Because I feel like if I'm dating for marriage and you don't want to be married, we're wasting our time already. Because that means you're not even going to think about it.
Are you dating for marriage?
I'm dating.
Right, you just dating. You like dating.
No, I don't. I'm not. I'm finna stop dating, actually.
Why you gonna stop dating?
You finna shut out that shit down. These people get my nerves.
Hey, man, dating. Hey, I'm a huge advocate for people, you know, being single for a while, enjoying life, figuring out what they like. You know, I ain't saying actually date. On this part, I'm not saying actually date. Date yourself, right? Like, during that time period, I feel like you should date yourself, discover what you like. And I'm always say, you're going to put yourself in a position where you're going to find that person that you like. Because y'all going to end up meeting somewhere that both of y'all like. Or going to have the same mindset. It's going to be easier for y'all to manage. So
I have a question.
It's going to flow.
So, say if a girl's dating, it's saying she want to date for marriage, but you really don't want to get married, but you really like her. Would you lie to her to kind of keep her and see if you want to change your mind, or would you let her know, like, I'm not dating for marriage?
It depends.
Like,
honestly, it depends. It depends. Like, right now, this stage of my life.
No, I'm talking about in general. You meet a girl and she tells you she's dating for marriage, and you're not really wanting to get married.
Like, right? Okay,
like, you say you didn't want to get married.
Right now, if I was dating, like, I am dating and I am, like, open to marriage, and if the person come along that I just like, okay, I gotta marry you, or like, you are just too great of a woman to not marry you, I feel like I would. Like, I feel like I would have to let her know, like, look, I'm not actually dating to marry right now. I'm dating, but I mean, I'm open to marriage. If I truly feel like you are that woman for me, I'm gonna marry you. Like, I'm gonna do what I have to do on my end to keep you.
So you won't lie to keep her? You would tell her the truth.
I don't feel like that's a question you would, or something you have to lie about, or something you should lie about. That's something that transparency is very important during that time period. It's telling transparency, having transparency during that moment. Because if you lie, it's very easy to pick up on lies like that. It's extremely easy to pick up on the lie when you telling a girl that you dating there. Because she looking for certain things. She looking to see if you actually trying to be like her husband. Like, and it's gonna be discovered real easy. So you might as well tell the truth.
Listen,
I told him straight up, I ain't dating for marriage. I ain't dating for nothing.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's best to be straight up with something like that, especially not. And I'm not just saying that because I'm married, but honestly, like, even before then, somebody would have came to me and be like, I'm dating for marriage. I would have been like, all right, then. Like, if I'm not in that season right now, like, I'm just being honest with you, because, like, that's when you get to the point where, like, if you start to lead people on, that's when you get to the point where people start to act a little crazy, and then like, well, not even crazy. You start to think they acting crazy, but in reality, they're just acting in that season that they're in. Like they want to be in that married place, and like you don't want to be there right then and there, and you trying to fake it, and eventually, like Jay said, you faking it long enough, it's gonna come out. So like that's why I be like, nah, I'm good.
That's why you gotta tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Because shit,
it's easier said than done. Clearly,
it is easier said than done. It's very much easier said than done.
Because I'm gonna tell you, I ain't dating for marriage. I ain't trying to get married. I don't want to be with you.
I honestly feel like even people who are dating to marry anyway are doing it the wrong way. I feel like you shouldn't date to marry. I feel like you should date for experience. Once you date for experience,
what do you hold on? Why do you say that?
Because I feel like when you dating to marry, like you dating with two. I feel like you dating with too much of a purpose. Like you too focused in.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Things. No. That's what you think you supposed to do, but I feel like you supposed to like. I feel like you really supposed to like literally like just date for experience. Like date, discover what you like, because it's a lot of shit that you haven't experienced. It's a lot of shit that you haven't experienced that you will be surprised that somebody will hit you with. That I feel like you should just be okay. No, I don't want to.
So Jay saying don't date with a purpose.
Don't. I feel like dating with experience, it saves you time. Dating to marry, that means you're gonna be dating everybody you date. You're probably gonna end up dating them for a good chunk of time, and you're gonna be wasting a lot of fucking
if you're dating with a purpose, if they do something that's out of what you don't want, you already gonna cut them off because that's not what you're trying to do. If I'm dating for fun, I might be with somebody. I might mess with them for a minute because it's just for fun. But if I'm dating for marriage and I already see the 3 red flags that I don't want to be married to somebody with, I'm going to cut that off. So it might go through a lot of people, but because I'm cutting that off, I'm not really wasting no time. You mess up first week, you done.
Word.
But if I'm doing it for fun, I might keep it for a month. You know what I'm saying? I might keep it for a month or two.
Hey, one thing I'm also a huge advocate for, man. I feel like it is perfectly fine for grown folks to date to fuck. Just date somebody just to fuck. I feel like this. I know the conversation definitely just went left. I'm not saying a friends with benefit situation. I'm not saying one of those. I'm saying like actually like date the person. Like I enjoy you. I like looking at you. I like having you in my environment, but I also really, 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 really love having sex. Like that type of shit, and I feel like the shit grow from it. But I also feel like they create.
That's a real thing too. But once again, you got to be honest. If that's what you want, if that's what you strictly want, don't come tell me that you're trying to get with real.
That's not something you tell somebody though. Do you feel like you can just tell somebody, "Hey, I want to date the fuck you"?
You know what? You know what? Someone told me that. Someone told me that. Someone said that he just wanted to hook up and we enjoy each other's time. And I respected his honesty, but I respectfully declined also because he wasn't cute. But that's not the point. I feel like if you come at me and I feel like we're on the same time, I would definitely be okay with that.
She just called you a little ugly, man. Hey, it's okay.
No, he definitely was, but no, he wasn't medium. But But I feel like because I've had a situation like that before. I mean, if that's what it is, it's cool. But don't. I feel like just don't lie to me. Don't lie to me about something else. If this is what you want, just tell me that's what you want. I'd rather me be able to decide, like, okay, I'm gonna do that. That's fine, or say I don't. So
hey man, it's okay,
ain't nothing wrong. We grown.
I don't tell people that before, man. It's okay, man. Hey, one thing I'm good at now is like being straight fucking up with what I want and don't, what I like and don't like. And I was straight up to tell the motherfucker.
You sure?
Fuck you. I would tell the person I just want to fuck you. Like some people you want more than just fuck. So, you know, you ever seen that movie where the lady was like, "What kind of fuck you give me? You give me love fuck, buddy fuck, pity fuck."
Hey man, Jay, what's your piece of advice? What's your piece of advice you did and all that?
Hey man, my piece of advice, to, like I just said, man, let people know what you want to do. You want to not fuck, buddy, fuck,
Please.
pity fuck. But for real, man. Hey, I hope everybody have a good week, man. This was a nice, cool show, bro. Y'all don't be out here just fucking anything, man. Y'all have some type of standards for yourself. Like,
This advice is crazy.
Wow, man.
Thank you.
Tizzy Tam, what Tizzy Tam, what you got for us, Tizzy Tam?
Don't go back on your non-negotiables. That's all I can say. It's something that you don't make an exception for nobody. Say they're gonna change it. Just accept them for who they are and let it go. Don't go back on it because you're gonna regret it.
Hey man, I'm just gonna end on this, man. Hey man, don't settle for mediocre. That goes for relationships, and that also goes for your kids in academics, man. Like, just don't settle for mediocre, man. Like, we gotta make sure that we going and excelling for the best, and always the best of the best of the best. You know what I'm saying? Also, man, like Tim said, listen, man, don't, like, you know what your standards is, you know what your length is. Don't be going outside the length. I told you 8 years, that may not be your time frame, but make sure you communicate that with somebody, man. Like, don't be in a relationship with somebody and you just still going on 15 years and you want to wait until the 15th year to decide that you're going to leave. Don't let it get that long if that's not what you want to do, man. Go ahead and speak up about it.
People do this shit on their own time. You know, that's the way. I'm going to do this on my own time, boo-boo. I'm going to do this
They'll be doing
on
it by
my own
themselves,
time.
too.
Hey, it can't. Who it was? Tyrese's ex-wife. She came out and publicly said her friends made, opinions made her file for a divorce. Maybe this could be one of them type of situations.
She should have been left. She should have left 10 years ago.
Yeah, she should. She should have been left. But hey, never fucking know.
Hey man,
Money talk, hey.
Money talk. Hey man, until next time, we came to y'all real quick. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully y'all will join us next time as well. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully y'all will bring some topics for us as well. We here for you. We want to talk about it too. Y'all talking about it on the Facebook, so we want to talk about it. We want to bring it over here to from the Twitter, from the Facebook, whatever it is. Bring it here. We want to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Until next time.